Hi, I'm Megan. Today we're going to read a PCV in total solids. I already have my blood sample and I've got it here in a lavender top tube, so it's already anticoagulated. So the hematocrit tubes I'm going to use have no additive in them and they come in this blue container here. So I need to make sure that my sample is mixed in the container. And then I'm going to fill my PCV tubes about 2/3 of the way to the top. It's a pretty good amount in there. And then I'm going to put them in the clay here. You want to fill 2 tubes so that you have a counterbalance in your centrifuge. Maybe a little too much blood in there. Okay. I'm going to take both of these, place them in my hematocrit centrifuge. I have balances on the other side here. And then I'm going to spin them for 3 minutes. Okay, these have finished spinning in the centrifuge, so I'm going to take my tubes out. And you can see that the centrifuge has spun down, so now I have a clear distinction between my red blood cells here at the bottom, and then there's a clear layer of plasma here on the top. So I'm going to take this hematocrit reader card. What you want to do is line up the bottom of the blood line with the 0 line here, and you want to take the top of the plasma line with the top line up here. Get those set. And then where your blood meets your plasma, that's what your packed cell volume is. And in this dog, it is 51%. So his packed cell volume is 51%. That's at the high end of normal. Normal is about 35 to 50%. A PCV should always be interpreted along with a total solids. So to do a total solids, you need your PCV tube and you also need a refractometer. So what you're going to do is you want to put your thumbs above the point where your red cells meet your plasma, and then you want to break the tube. So I've got the top half of the tube that still has plasma in it, and I'm going to drop some of that onto my refractometer. Make sure you don't have any little glass shards that fall in there. And then you're going to read your results. In this particular refractometer, there's a weight scale that measures in grams per deciliter that's on the far left of this particular refractometer. You just need to make sure that you're reading it off the correct scale. And in this dog, the total solids are 8.0 grams per deciliter. And that lets us know kind of how much protein we have circulating in the plasma. So that's why it's important to look at that number as well as your packed cell volume. And that's it.